Assalamu alaikum, my beautiful family. Hope you are doing amazing. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you are clicking here for the first time, hi, my name is Hawa, and thank you so much for tuning in to watch my videos. And Ramadan Mubarak to all my beautiful brothers and sisters in Islam. So, today, as you've seen by the title, I'm going to give you the tips that I am using to memorize the Quran. And trust me, it's not that hard. All you need to do is just focus and stop giving yourself enough excuses. Like, I don't have enough time, I don't know enough Arabic, I don't have Quran classes. Just stop. Stop it for once and trust the process, okay? Stop. At the end of the day, whatever you are prioritize, you will make time for it. If it's a priority, you are going to get it done. And I assume that it is a priority for you, okay? And one can only assume. And if my assumption is correct, which I'm sure it is, because I know you didn't click on this video for no reason. But in this video, in 2024, we need to stop being lazy and stop distancing yourself from Quran, saying I am not that type of person who reads Quran. Quran is for people who do this and that. The Quran is not supposed to be that distant. The Quran is for everybody. It is for everybody that wants it. If you want it, it's for you. It doesn't matter, your background, how much you speak Arabic. This is a little bit tough. I don't say this in sense of where I'm judging. I'm saying it's where I just want you to be motivated. Just grab your Quran and start reading, and your life will start changing day by day, inshallah. Anyway, let's start the video, guys. Here are my top 5 tips for memorizing the Quran. So, my first tip is pure intentions. Purify your intention. Your intention is everything, guys. If you make intention right now, and I'm going to memorize the Quran for the sake of Allah, and you end up not opening Quran today, you are going to be getting rewarded based of what your intention was. You are judged on your intention in Islam, and that is the beautiful part about being Muslim. Because if you know you have the right intention and you put your heart in the right place, by all means, Allah is going to do only what's best for you. And I think a lot of the time with intentions, the shaitan may come and try to convince you that your intention isn't good, so you should not do anyways. That itself is a trick from shaitan. Shaitan can get you not recite the Quran, for example, or not to do even good deed, if, even outside memorizing the Quran. If the shaitan can get you not to do something, he already won the battle. If he is distracting you from something that is good for you, but even if you feel like maybe my intention are the best, redo your intention anyways. Hope for the best and start doing that good deeds. Okay, guys, so moving on to tip number 2, make a goal for yourself, make a game plan and stick to it. Set realistic goals for yourself. Let's say if you have a busy schedule, if you are a student, whatever your time permits, let's say 30 minutes every single day. 30 minutes, you block everything off. You turn off your phone near anything that would, perhaps take your intentions away. You are sitting with your Quran and whatever helps you with the Quran only. And you are saying, you know what, 30 minutes is my goal, and I'm just going to open the Quran and try memorize for 30 minutes. Whether in that 30 minutes you memorize half ayah, whether in that 30 minutes you memorize, half a line, that is the progress. If you are doing that every single day consistently, Allah loves consistency, guys, even if it's the smaller things. If you are consistent in the smaller stuff, that's what's going to add to you to something bigger. Listen, everybody has what they can do, what they can't do. So all of us has to seek with to what we can do personally. Now, my third tip for you guys is to have a Quran teacher, and I don't mean teacher, I mean just somebody that you can rely on when it comes to reviewing on your memorization journey, because you could be making a lot of mistakes with the actual pronunciation, the words that you are mixing up, anything. If you are making a mistake, will be better for you if someone else is correcting your mistakes. Okay, so moving on to tip number 4 is to find a reciter that you love reciting. You love his recitations. Okay, so recite or reciting or mimicking after, and you follow them in their recitation. Okay, now a lot of the time when person is memorizing, it could be depending on which surah, which ayah is memorizing. It could be challenging when you are only following the tune of your voice, because could be a bit repetitive, right? So listen to a reciter and try to mimic the voice to the best of your ability when you are memorizing. That definitely helps you keep track of the ayahs that comes next, and also makes Quran a lot more enjoyable to recite, guys. All of us want to have a beautiful, amazing voice when we recite the Quran. It's so motivating. When we are in Ramadan and we hear people recite, and you can have that for yourself. But I think one of the stuff to have that is to also mimic with that has already been done, mashallah. There are so many beautiful reciters out there. Sheikh Abdurrahman today is one of them. His voice is so easy to follow along, mashallah, and is just an example, guys. You don't have to follow Sheikh Sudais because I mentioned. Just choose the voice that you are comfortable with. And one thing I will note is that don't rely on the reciter for you to get all of your pronunciation from. No, that is just a way in which you can memorize and make your memorization enjoyable. Now, tip number 5 is to repeat your recently memorized verses all the time. Okay, I am not just talking about memorizing. There are so many opportunities throughout the day to repeat your memorized verses. The first one, of course, that comes to your mind is when we pray. We pray 5 times a day, and every single one of the prayers, you can easily just say a few of the ayahs that you memorized, that you remember, and that will help keep in your mind, and keeping refreshing in your brain. Okay, this is how the surah goes, and this is how it goes. And also, reviewing is so important. Don't just keep memorizing without any reviews, guys. Your review is what we tend to, what we memorization, or else you are just spending all that hard work of sitting down, putting all this time aside, and repeating ayahs, and listening to all these reciters only to forget in the next day. No, we have to review every single thing that we memorize. And inshallah, with those my five tips, that is going to help someone out there who is struggling to memorize the Quran. And yeah, and we've come to the end of today's video, and I'll see you in my next video, inshallah. Bye.